Tell us something about your illustrious career.
I completed my engineering from VJTI in the year 1986, and that time I had planned that I'll work for a year in the industry and then we'll do my MBA. And those were the days where Rajiv Gandhi was the Prime Minister and everything was being spoken about IT. So I also got attracted to it. Although at our time, computer science was never a branch of engineering. I was in production engineering, but I got a placement in IT field which I wanted. Not because of any specific reason, but maybe because there was an excitement. And when I joined Godrej at that time through college campus, then as I progressed into it, I realized that this field is so very interesting and it's developing so rapidly at this stage that to come out of it for 2 years to pursue MBA, I was not prepared for. Then I said, okay, let me do 3-year part-time MBA because I don't want to come out of that field at that point of time. So I did my NCST specialized education in computers and then did my MBA in finance while I was continuing my employment. And worked with various organizations now for past 25 years in IT. Never felt like looking at anything else other than IT. IT remained, although my education is in production engineering and MBA finance, but my career is all throughout in IT. And a few first principles I pursued, few value systems I pursued, as a result of which perhaps I got an opportunity to grow fast in this career. And after 5 to 7 years of my experience, I got opportunity to work as head of IT. That was in the year I started my career in 86 and got an opportunity to become head IT somewhere in 91. And thereafter pursued as head IT, then became CIO effectively after 7-8 years. And for past more than a decade, I am working as Chief Information Officer for various organizations. Got an opportunity to look at or to conceptualize, to implement large IT projects and projects running into multi-crore of investments and multiple IT people to support, impacting hundreds of users, etc. And a few things, project management is the experience that I got over there. As I progressed into it, I realized that what is required to succeed in IT is not only the technology side, but IT is a tool which is to be used by end users for their value, for their benefit. And for IT to be used as a tool, one requires to make significant changes to the way they work or to the way they think. The way you were working without IT and the way you work with IT is a good amount of conceptual difference, a good amount of thinking difference. So if you are to achieve that and if you are to make users do that, then you have to work on the mindset of users, not only on the technology. You have to prepare them to give away their old way of thinking, old way of working and adopt new way of working. Any change by any human being tends to get resisted, which is what happens with IT. And that's what I realized, that if IT has to be successful in any organization, then what you require primarily is to work on the mindset of users, which is what we call change management or transformation management, which is where I started spending more and more of my time. And technology I was managing, but somebody else was responsible for that. Somebody else as a part of my team were doing it, but I was more focusing on mindset, changing the mindset of a user and bringing him closer to technology, understanding what are his concerns and working on the concerns, etc. And that is what I started enjoying more and more. And that's what resulted into technology investments becoming successful in business terms. So that has been the career till about 2 years back. And 2 years back, I got an opportunity to become head of the IT business, which we have started here in Hyderabad. While we were doing IT for my group company HCC, we realized that entire infrastructure industry needs good amount of IT, but there was a gap in terms of IT players who understand infrastructure domain and also understand IT. And that's where we realized that HCC is in a better position because we have 90 years of legacy of that industry. and we are in leadership position in terms of information technology. So we try to marry the two and try to get into market with the focus on infrastructure industry, which is what we did since last 2.5 years, and so far fairly successful. And that has been the career till now.